We all have those moments, those scenes that we see in anime, then we're like, damn, that's just so sad, and like it messes you up inside, and maybe you might shed a few tears or so. So we have collected top five most emotional animes, most emotional moments in all of anime. Before moving on, please click that subscribe button right there at the bottom. We're trying to get to 100 subs. Road to 100 subs. Help us get there, please. Thank you, bombs. Jumping straight in with number five, we have Kaoru's death in Your Lie in April. A show about a friendship between a piano prodigy called Kosei Arima and a violinist, Kaori Miyazono, would have emotional scenes. But no one can be prepared for the tragic death of Kaori, who passed away from an illness. This is after everything seemed to be going well for them and their relationship, and it looked like they had a bright future. What makes this worse, though, is the fact that Arima stopped playing piano after the death of his mother, who also died from an illness, and was convinced by Kaori to pick it up again. So for her to die again from an illness, the fans were not ready for that. This then brings us to number two, the death of Gugu in To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity is about an orb that reacts to stimuli and stores information. So he has the ability to turn into wherever he stores, right? Our MC Fushi meets Gugu when he's somewhat of wears a scary mask because of an injury that he obtained from saving the love of his life, was recently abandoned by his brother, and then he moved to an old man's house where he helped around the house. So when he met Fushi, he took him in as a younger brother and taught him how to be a human being, essentially. And then after that, everything was looking bright. There was a time skip, all was looking good. They looked like an actual family. Fushi was happy, Gugu was happy. And at the same time, they were also close to Gugu's love of his life. Everything looking good, right? No, obviously not, because in anime, there's whenever it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Gugu ends up dying in a battle to protect his brother and the love of his life. What makes this so sad is because now Fushi blames himself for the death of his brother, and this is like the first time where he actually felt immense pain over the death of a loved one, because he just died, because he just lost his older brother, and it was essentially his fault because he felt if he wasn't there, his older brother wouldn't be dead. So Gugu's honorable heroic death is what made it to number 4 on our list. Number 3, Itachi about to kill his parents in Naruto during the Uchiha clan massacre. I don't have to give an introduction about Naruto. It has an uncountable number of emotional scenes, and it was immensely difficult to decide on what to pick, but I settled with this moment when Itachi was about to kill his parents. The last interaction between a young Itachi and his father is as emotional as it gets. The pain and strife that Itachi was feeling about a decision he was essentially forced to make at that moment can be felt exploding from the screen when you're watching. And his father's last words, "I'm proud of the man you become," just gives the final knockout to the heart. Number 2 is Ace's death in One Piece. It's a top 5 emotional video without One Piece. This emotional roller coaster of an anime contains so many scenes, but the one I always think of when I first think about this topic is Ace's sacrifice and death in Marineford. What makes this hurt more is Luffy's reaction to the death of his older brother after all the pain and the fights and the journey he has gone through to save him. It looked like he was actually about to be saved, and then he died. It was like dangling steak in front of a lion's face. Like we were baited so hard. Ace quickly became a fan favorite when he was introduced to the show as the cool older brother of the MC. There was a lot in store for the character, and for him to die so early in a show where literally no one dies just leaves a bitter feeling in fans' mouth. And we'll stay missing you, Podcast DH. The last one, which is the death of Commander Hughes in Full Metal Alchemist. We saved this for last because, man, it's just tears thinking about this. Hughes, the father of Alicia from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, was the perfect girl dad and an overall nice person. So there is no surprise that his death is at the top of this list. He was killed after finding out the plan that the homunculi had before he could pass on the message to people that actually mattered. His funeral is literally one of the saddest scenes in anime, from his daughter's reaction to him being buried.
Mama, どうしてパパ埋められちゃうの？
エリシア。
そんなことしたらパパお仕事できなくなっちゃうよ。
エリシ
パパお仕事いっぱいあるって言ってたもん。やだよ、埋めないでよ、パパ。
And to his best friend's reaction, Roy Mustang. It just combines to shatter your heart, and to end it all or to make it worse, Ed and Al, the MCs of the show, were not even around to properly send him off. So for that, we just have to say moments of silence to General Hughes and rest in peace. Comes with expensive taste. And don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and tell us if you want more of these kind of videos down in the comments, and we'll definitely make more because I have a huge list. Bombs out.